Aloha. It's your favorite friend with questionable character, Aloha Mr. Hand, coming to you this Sunday, November 28th. It's approximately 8 o'clock at night, with another edition of Collector's Corner. As you know, the whole purpose of Corner is that as a result of the pandemic, I decided to try and catalog my memorabilia collection and including my baseball card collection. Quite an undertaking. There was a lot more there than I thought I could. I came across things I'm like, oh God, I forgot I had this. But so with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into some of the cards. Today I wanted to do baseball cards and wanted to specifically touch on Hall of Fame rookie cards. I have several Hall of Famer rookie cards, ranging anywhere from the 30s through like the latest one I think I have is 2008. But let's take a look and see what I got. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it. And of course, if you have any questions in the future or want to see if I have anything, feel free to let me know. I know someone had asked me about Mets material, so I did pull out some of the things I had Mets related. But if you want to see if I have something, feel free to shoot me a message. I'll see if I got it or not or something similar. So with that, let's go. First card I have is one of the most dominant pitchers of his time. Uh, he was known as the Heater from Van Meter. Of course, this is a 1938 Gaudy card. It was known as the Heads Up baseball cards because of the design of the card. And this one is PSA rated 3.5. It is Bob Feller. You can see there's Bob Feller there. You can see the label there with the rating, backside. And you'll notice this is the quote unquote variant card because you have writing on the card and drawings on the card in the background. The base version, for lack of a better way to put it, is blank with the exception of the player and everything else. But you can see right there, Bob Feller. There's his face there. But of course, in the Hall of Fame, of course. If you ever get the chance, there's a documentary called Fastball. I suggest watching it because it has the measurement they did with Bob Feller throwing a fastball against a speeding motorcycle. It's fascinating to watch. The next card is of a pitcher that, if I ever had the opportunity to go back in time and actually see one player in his prime play, this would be the guy, and I'd want to see him pitch. And this is a 1955 Topps rated a 4 of Sandy Koufax. Let me turn it that way so you can see. This is the Koufax rookie card. Real name Sanford Koufax. That's why you see Sandy in quotes there. And you can see right there, it is rated a 4. This is the one guy, like I said, I would love to go back and see in his prime pitch. Next guy is also a Hall of Famer whose rookie card appeared in the 1955 Topps set. Member of the 500 Home Run Club. And that is Harmon Killebrew. As you can see right there, there's the killer. With the Washington Senators, also rated a 4, PSA 4 from 1955 Topps. Went on to hit more than 500 home runs. Of course, spent days Washington, Minnesota Twins. You know, a big man, but a gentleman from all accounts. The next card is a Hall of Fame White Sox player, and it's from the 1956 Topps set, and it's rated a 3, PSA 3, and this is a Louis Aparicio rookie card. Right there, you can see the 3 rating right there. Of course, has his number retired by the White Sox. Has a statue out in center field of tossing a ball to Nellie Fox, the double play combo for the Go-Go White Sox of the 50s. The next card is one that this player has a nickname of a current White Sox player. Of course, I'm talking about Hawk Harrelson's favorite person in the world, Yaz. This is from the 1960 Topps collection. It is a rookie star card of Carl Yastrzemski, and it is rated a PSA 4, as you can see by the rating label there. The interesting thing about Yaz is he basically had to fill the shoes of Ted Williams in left field in Fenway. Tough act to follow, but he did pretty damn good himself. And you figure basically with the exception of war years that Williams missed, you had two left fielders there from 1940 through the mid 70s. Jim Rice played some in left field, but Yaz had to go back into left field in 1975 for the World Series because Rice broke his hand in September and was unable to play in the World Series. But the next card, moving on, is interesting because it has two pitchers, and the cards used to be they all tops alternated how they did it. Sometimes they had players by position. Other times they had a team's rookie players coming up. This is a team card, if you will, of two rookies coming up for the Miracle Mets. This is a 1968 Topps Rookie Stars card with the Mets, and it features a Hall of Famer and a guy who actually pitched for the White Sox. It is a Nolan Ryan and Jerry Koosman Rookie Stars card. There you go. You see Nolan right there, Jerry Koosman, rated a 3. People forget that Nolan Ryan started out with the Mets and was a member of the 69 Miracle Mets. Him and Tom Seaver were great friends until the day Tom Seaver passed away. And Nolan made a donation in Tom Seaver's honor to the Hall of Fame after he passed away. So Nolan is very interesting because there's a connection with a couple cards I'm going to get to later, which I'll explain when I get to them. The next card is another 1968 Topps Rookie Stars card. This time it is for the Cincinnati Reds and features my favorite player, Johnny Bench. Look at a young Bench there. Look at that. PSA 5 featuring Bench and pitcher Ron Tompkins, who I have no idea who that is or if he worked out or anything else. Don't know. Doesn't matter. It's got Bench on it. So moving on, the next one is from the 1969 Topps collection and features a guy who really you could say goes by one name and also has a very impressive nickname. This is card number 260. It is rated a PSA 4. It is of Reggie. Of course, I'm talking about Reggie Jackson, Mr. October. There's a young Reggie right there. And, of course, the rating right there. But this is a key card in that set because you're talking about a guy who dominated the 70s. Oh, they had a candy bar named after him, for God's sakes. I actually tried it when I was a kid. Not that good. But moving on a few years, this is from the 1972 Topps set and features two players of significance. One in particular is a Hall of Famer, and the other moved on to the Milwaukee Brewers and was part of the Harvey Wallbanger Brewers of the early 80s, including that 1982 American League Championship Brewers team. Yes, the Brewers used to play in the American League. This is a 1972 Rookie Stars card for the same team, mind you, for the Boston Red Sox. And of course, there's Cecil Cooper in the middle and Carlton Fisk right there too. This is obviously the catch on this card is Fisk, obviously, since he's a Hall of Famer. As you can see, it's rated a 3. I would like to improve this card in the future, but as the grades go up, obviously 10 is perfect, 1 is the worst, or 0 is the worst you can get. There's associated cost rising with it as well as it goes higher. This next one was a remarkable find. I picked it up at a card show and I thought it looked very good. I did not know it would grade out to be a 7.5, which is a near mint plus on the PSA scale. It is of a Hall of Famer. It is also of a member of who started out with the Chicago White Sox and a guy who I've had the good fortune to play golf with and who did make a message for the 108 a couple years ago. Of course, I'm talking about the Goose Gossage. Real name Rich Gossage. You see 7.5. There he is in my favorite Sox uniform, the red pinstripe uniform from the early 70s. Pay attention on the Hall of Fame Eras Committee with the one with Dick Allen in there. Goose has told me on numerous occasions that Dick Allen deserves to be in the Hall of Fame and he will do everything in his power to get him in there. So if Goose is on the committee that's looking at that, do not be surprised if he plays some politics, Chicago-style politics, to try and get Dick Allen in the Hall of Fame. That's how much Dick Allen meant to him, personally. That is straight from him. But this next card is also from the 1973 Topps set. And you remember I said that sometimes they did players by positions with different teams or players with the same team. In this card's case, it's from players on different teams in the same position. In this case, it is third base. And it features the Penguin Ron Cey, and of course one other third baseman who, made it to the Hall of Fame and, might have been the best third baseman ever. This is a Mike Schmidt rookie, PSA 7. You can see there Mike with those flowing sideburns looking awesome. Penguin on there too, who started with the Dodgers for many years and then went on to the Cubs, and was part of that 1984 choke team. Sorry, had to. These next 4 cards, it's of 2 players, 2 cards for each player, is unique. It is from one of my absolute favorite sets. And both of these players, as I mentioned earlier, Nolan Ryan had some connections with a couple players. These are the 2 players that he has connections with, and I'll explain that in a second. The first card is graded a 3. It is a 1975 Topps, which is one of my favorite sets. George Brett, which you can see there. It's a 3. There's George. George looks like he had a rough night there. But 75, they also came out with what's called the Topps Mini. It was a limited run, available in certain regions, and I don't remember it being available in Chicago, but I was rather young at the time. But I have since managed to collect the entire Topps Mini set for 1975. I don't have the base set. I have the mini set, a complete set. And this is the George Brett from the mini set that I have. As you can see, there's George again, looking like he had a rough night, with a PSA 6 on it. George Brett went into the Hall of Fame the same year as Nolan Ryan. And so did this next player who I'm about to show you, who was also a rookie in the 1975 Topps set. And again, I have both the base and the mini version of his card. The first is PSA 6, number 223 of Robin Yount. There you go. There he is. Look at him. He's young. He's like 19 at the time, I believe, when he got called up. You can see it's a 6. This is the base card from the set. And this is the mini card from the same set. You'll see this one's graded lower than the base card. But these are the 2 key cards for the 1975 set. You also have some others in there. The Gary Carter rookie card is in there. You have the Keith Hernandez rookie card, the Fred Lynn rookie card. There's several key players from the 70s and 80s that were in there, but those 2 cards are the key cards for that set. Now I'm down to 3 cards, and the next 2 are both Gem Mint 10s, which means they are literally, figuratively, whatever term you want to use, perfect cards. It's like no one ever even breathed on them. This is the highest rating you can get. The first is the lowest ever draft pick to make it into the Hall of Fame. He was drafted by the team as a favor to his quote-unquote uncle, who happened to be the manager of the Los Angeles Dodgers, Tommy Lasorda. That is, of course, Mike Piazza. You see, it's a 1992 Bowman. Mike Piazza, Gem Mint 10. Like I said, absolutely love this card. Look at him there behind the plate. And then the other one is a guy who was named to the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago and had the distinction of being the only player to be unanimously selected to the Hall of Fame. And again, this is a Gem Mint card, number 302 from the 1992 Bowman set, Mariano Rivera. And the funny thing about the Bowman set, they featured a lot of players in street clothes. If you ever get the chance, go look at the Chipper Jones card. That's quality photo stuff. And the last card I'm going to show you is a card of someone who is not in the Hall of Fame yet, but 5 years after he retires, he'll be getting the call. There's no doubt. This is from the 2008 Topps Update and Highlights set. It is a Gem Mint 10 of Clayton Kershaw. Look at that baby face. Look at that baby face on him, clean shaven and all, wearing number 75. As you can see there, Gem Mint 10, 2008 Topps. He'll be getting the call 5 years after he retires, which may be soon. He'll be retiring within the next couple of years. He's a free agent right now, so we'll see what happens with him. But that's all I got for tonight. If you have any questions, any suggestions, want to see if I have something, of course, feel free to shoot me a message. I'll see if I can find anything. But hope you enjoyed. thanks for watching. Don't forget, tomorrow, Tainted Glove Podcast. Be there. I got thoughts to talk about with this free agent frenzy that's currently going on. So don't miss it. And with that, I am out of here. Bang.